New tonight at 10 candidates, 3 moderators in 2 hours. It was a night many have been waiting for. Good evening. Thanks for being with us. I'm Eric Franke.
And I'm Michelle Lee. Guaranteed you have not seen a presidential debate quite like the one we saw tonight. The first Republican presidential debate just is still going, actually, in Cleveland, Ohio. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker was one of the candidates on that stage, along with 9 other top contenders.
The questions started flying at 8 o'clock Central Time. It was a chance for the country to get a closer look at what the candidates who are polling in the top 10 had to offer and where they stand among the 17 total GOP presidential candidates.
News 3's political reporter Jessica Arp has been in Cleveland all day covering the event. Quite a show tonight, Jess.
Well, yeah, I think regardless of your politics, you had to agree that tonight was really something to see. 10 candidates, some who went after each other, each of them really trying to stand out on their own, which is a difficult thing to do amongst 10 candidates. The event really starting off with a bang. The moderator's first question out the gate, asking the folks on the stage if they would support the eventual nominee and pledge not to run as an independent. If anyone wouldn't take that pledge, they asked to raise their hand, and Donald Trump raised his hand.
If I'm the nominee, I will pledge I will not run as an independent. But and I am discussing it with everybody. But I'm, talking about a lot of leverage. We want to win, and we will win. But I want to win as the Republican. I want to run as the Republican nominee.
Now, following that momentous exchange and boos from the audience, the debate moved on. Candidates getting 2 minutes to answer a stream of questions over the next 2 hours. Governor Scott Walker, especially in the first hour, giving very quick answers, not taking up his full time. He was asked by one Fox News moderator about failing at his 250,000 jobs pledge.
Well, the voters in Wisconsin elected me last year for the 3rd time because they wanted someone who aimed high, not aimed low. Before I came in, the unemployment rate was over 8%. It's now down to 4.6%. We've more than made up for the jobs that were lost during the recession.
Now, during this debate, the candidates really, in some cases, engaged each other. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie and Kentucky Senator Rand Paul having a pointed exchange over NSA data collection. Donald Trump repeatedly engaging with various candidates. Governor Walker offered at one point an interjection rather than an attack.
We spend a lot of time talking about Hillary Clinton and pitting us back and forth. Let's be clear, we should be talking about Hillary Clinton on that last subject, because everywhere in the world that Hillary Clinton touched is more messed up today than before she and the
president. We have many questions to come.
Now, Trump and Walker then exchanged a knowing nod at each other. One of the few moments of the night that the two who were standing together the entire night acknowledged each other. Governor Walker also asked tonight about the Black Lives Matter movement. He said that he thought it was important to train officers and for there to be consequences for those who used force improperly. He did name drop Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clark, who is actually in attendance at the debate tonight. We saw him come in earlier this evening. He's been an outspoken defender of police in many of those cases. He was also asked late tonight about Russia. He said that if he was president, that Vladimir Putin would not take aggressive action in areas like Ukraine and Russia. But you could say largely, for the most part, Governor Walker not offering some of the most dramatic moments we saw in these 2 hours, but turning in a performance that I think his advisors are going to say was strong given the circumstances. He had a couple of questions on foreign policy. They wanted him to stand out tonight and show that he could hold his own among a very large Republican field.
Well, certainly quite a show tonight, and we know that you were running to get to the live shot because we can still hear the debate going on right now. Jessica Arp reporting live for us tonight from Cleveland, Ohio. Jessica, thank you.
Thanks, Jessica.